watching Good Day Tampa Bay.
We have an update now on a big Hollywood auction. We previewed Friday. A pair of ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz just broke a huge record over the weekend. The slippers, which don't actually contain real rubies, were considered the holy grail of movie memorabilia. And the auction Saturday proved that. The winner paid over $32 million. Those slippers are now the most expensive piece of movie memorabilia in the world. The winning bid on the slippers is still a mystery, but the Judy Garland Museum in Minnesota says it was not them. They were hoping to get the slippers back after the shoes were stolen from them several years ago. Museum only had the shoes on loan, but the new owner could also loan those shoes again, maybe this time with a little extra security. He stole it because he thought those were real rubies.
You know, I just saw the movie again last week. Still a great movie.
It is.
Still a great movie.
It is. All right, that does it for the 6 a.m. hour of Good Day.
7 o'clock hour starts right now.
You're watching Fox 13's Good Day Tampa Bay.
At the end of a manhunt last night, local deputies capture someone they consider dangerous. Ahead this hour, the charges he's now facing after the escape. Plus,
the government in Syria has fallen. I'm Doug Luzader in Washington. We'll have more on what that could mean to the United States and the rest of the world coming up.
And the gift of sleep for the holidays, a blanket with benefits, some potential setback, while you might have trouble getting out of bed if you use it. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Laura, grab a light jacket for you this morning. We're all kind of sitting in the 50s for you. Some in the lower 50s, some in the upper 50s. Winds are shifting today to more of a south wind with lots of sunshine, a few clouds mixed in. A little bit warmer, highs today in the upper 70s.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. We've got Skyfox flying over the scene of an accident along southbound Dale Mabry Highway in Tampa. You've got what appears to be a multi-car crash at Hamilton Avenue. So you've got 2 lanes blocked off by police and EMS. It will likely take them a little bit to clean up this scene. It's kind of spread out all over the place, so just keep that in mind if that's part of your morning commute. And then we also have a lot of stop and go traffic along I-4 heading westbound through Plant City. This is a look at Alexander Street. There's a crash reported at the Thonotosassa Road exit, so this is residual delays from that. Overall, things are moving along good across your Big Bay bridges. It's a 6-minute ride across the Howard Franklin, 10 across the Courtney Campbell, 7 across the Gandy, and it looks like things are much better moving across your Sunshine Skyway Bridge after an accident that was just cleaned up on the St. Pete side. Russell, Laura?
All right, Regina, thank you. We start this hour with the capture of a 15-year-old murder suspect.
he is back behind bars after escaping from the Hillsborough Regional Juvenile Detention Center. Jameer Moore was missing when guards did a morning head count at the facility yesterday morning. Tampa Police and the U.S. Marshals Task Force found him around 9:15 last night in the 100 block of West Keys Avenue. He was arrested on Wednesday for the murder of 14-year-old Javario Bowie. Bowie was shot back in April. He was last seen on surveillance video walking with a group of people.
When he was walking with these kids, with these killers, he was skipping because he thought he was walking with friends, but they were on their way to murder him.
Social media messages, notes, and search history led detectives to Moore. No word yet on how he got out. State Attorney's Office will likely charge him as an adult for the murder and the escape.
In Bartow, a 23-year-old is accused of killing his father and injuring his mother over the weekend at home on Highland Boulevard. Detectives say after the shooting, Joseph David Voigt took off in his parents' car. He was caught yesterday morning in Orlando. He's now facing multiple charges. This is the 3rd time in less than 2 months that Voigt has been sent to jail. One of the other 2 was for firing a gun in a residential area.
Cleanup from recent hurricanes is nearly over in Hillsborough County. Workers will start a final pass for debris today. That includes construction and yard waste. Our Matt McClellan's on that story for us this morning. Hey, Matt.
Russell, good morning. Laura, good morning. Since early October, more than 150 specialized trucks have been hitting the streets every day of the week, picking up as much as 60,000 cubic yards of debris each day. And today marks the final phase of this 90-day cleanup effort. And a reminder, Russell and Laura, if you live in Tampa or Temple Terrace or Plant City, those incorporated cities within Hillsborough County, this does not apply to you. You will not see the county trucks coming through for debris removal. That's if you still have a problem there. In those areas, you want to contact your municipality directly. FEMA has set a 90-day deadline for reimbursement for debris removal in the county, which takes us out to January 9th. That is the hard deadline, Russell, that they want to get all of the remaining debris picked up so that FEMA will pick up the tab. Russell?
Okay. Yeah, thank you. And a heads up, today is the last day to visit the DSNAP application site at Tropicana Field. It's open until 5 p.m. DSNAP provides food assistance for individuals and families impacted by Hurricanes Helene and Milton. And just so you know, families who receive food assistance through SNAP cannot apply. Well, another famous celebrity now accused of sexual misconduct. The accuser was a minor at the time.
Yeah, find out who it is and how they're responding coming up. Plus,
could weighted blankets be your key to unlocking better sleep? I'm Marianne Rafferty with a look at why hordes are flocking to them this holiday season. Coming up.
7:07, and it is a delightful start to our work week. Most of us starting off in the 50s, partly cloudy and pleasant today with a high of 78. And how about touching 80 for your high tomorrow?
And before the break, a reminder that Fox 13 is teaming up with Metropolitan Ministries for its Triple Match campaign. Each donation, big or small, will be triple matched up to the first $100,000, and that money will help people in need. Just scan the QR code you see on your screen, and that will take you directly to the Triple Match site where you can make a donation. The campaign runs through December the 20th.
Fox 13 meteorologist Dave Osterberg with your Sky Tower radar forecast.
7:11 on this Monday morning. If you go back, the first 7 days of this month were all below normal. Most of them were in the 60s last week, and then we got above normal yesterday. We'll paint today and tomorrow in red as well, meaning above normal. And then a big cold front Wednesday, knocking temperatures back down. No rain so far in the month of December, but that's okay because we are still 32 inches of rain above normal for the year. Believe it or not, we are. 58 degrees in Tampa. Now, it's a beautiful, beautiful start to the day. As you go further north, we do have more cloud cover around Crystal River, but it's still a great start at 52. Brooksville's back up to 51. A lot of mid-50s over in Polk County, from Lakeland to Haines City to Winter Haven. You go back to the coast, Bradenton at 56 degrees in Clearwater as well. Notice one of the warmest spots in the state is actually Pensacola at 69 degrees this morning. And the cool spot from Brooksville to Gainesville at about 51 degrees. Mostly the winds are light. So for boating today, fantastic. A light chop is expected. But you are going to notice today and tomorrow as these winds start to shift to more of a southerly direction. That's one of the reasons that we're going to get right back up, more than likely to the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. But the south wind, even though it will bring the dew points up a little bit, they'll be fine. I mean, a dew point of 63 is fantastic. I'm fine with that. And then it drops right back down to the 30s again. So we do got that cold front coming through on Wednesday. Here's the front now, moving through the Oklahoma City area, well out ahead of it. A lot of cloud cover with some showers through parts of southeast Louisiana, all the way up, very thin little ribbon of showers into the Atlanta area. As the front comes through Wednesday, kind of late morning-ish, maybe early afternoon, we'll get a couple of quick showers to move through. And that's it. I mean, we're not going to get a lot of rain from this front, but we are going to get colder air coming in right behind it. So for today, partly cloudy skies. Temperatures go back to the upper 70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Temperatures up near 80 for tomorrow afternoon. Then here comes your cold front. And on Wednesday, sort of late morning, early afternoon, we'll pause it. Quick little shower rolls through. Behind it, that north wind takes over and drives temperatures right back down again. So while tomorrow we may get near 80 degrees, Thursday's high temperatures will only be in the lower 60s, so a little difference for you. Pleasant today with a high in the mid to upper 70s. Mostly clear, comfy tonight. Some of us right along the coast will stay in the lower 60s. Inland and north, you will go back into the 50s tonight, so light jacket needed. But then tomorrow, clouds, sunshine, and warmth as we get back to right around that 80-degree mark for tomorrow afternoon. First time we've done that in the month of December. So south winds 5 to 10 knots, seas running a foot or less, just a light chop on the coastal waters. There's your 75, kind of a transition day on Wednesday. Just a few showers, not a lot of rain rolling through. Thursday's high only 62. Yikes. And look at Thursday and Friday morning's lows in the 30s and 40s again.
I love it. I think it felt nice. Probably an unpopular opinion, but good morning, everybody. Almost 7:15 on this Monday. We've still got Skyfox flying over the scene of this multi-car crash along southbound Dale Mabry Highway. This is at Hamilton Avenue. You could see 2 lanes blocked while police and EMS try to assess this situation. It looks like one of those cars even spun out and ended up in the parking lot of that business to the right there. So just expect a lot of volume in this area for the next probably hour or so. We've also got a lot of residual volume found because of a crash near the Hillsborough Avenue exit. You could actually see here on the map that's causing a lot of delays. We're also seeing a lot of heavy delays through Plant City on westbound I-4. And then I do want to zoom into an accident along Bush Boulevard at Orange Grove Road. You could see a lot of red behind that, so lots of looky-loo traffic there. And then we're going to pop on over to Palm Harbor really quick. We've got reports of a center lane blocked due to a crash on US 19 southbound at Tampa Road. A lot of red behind that, so just expect delays there as well. Russell?
Okay, thank you. Well, in Ybor City, a festival to honor the title of being the cigar capital of the world had a big turnout yesterday. Thousands of cigar enthusiasts, people who love a good cigar. There were a lot of choices, vendors from around the world.
I was born in Clearwater. I was raised in Tampa, so being part of the cigar community, it means a lot to everyone in the city. And to showcase this for everyone, not just the United States, but the world. There's people here from Europe right now. This is something special for us, so we're very proud of it.
Well, Cigar City Magazine's founder Lisa Figueroa and her family took over the festival in 2016. They want to make it a week-long event next year. They tell us that's how it was a few decades ago.
All right, listen up, ladies. We apparently need more sleep than men. Coming up, why that's hard to do.
Plus, Taylor Swift ends her Eras Tour. A record number of people went to at least one of those concerts, 3 of them in Tampa. Try to guess the total attendance number.
And Charlie Belcher. Good morning, Charlie.
Good day to you, Laura and Russell. I'm at the Florida Aquarium for a brand new holiday event called Yule Tides. Tides, high tides, water, Yule Tides Aquarium, get it? So many activities for the kids. They can decorate their own Christmas ornament. They can pick a little shell, decorate it, a little ornament for the tree, or even do an art project. Look at that. Popsicle sticks and sea glass. Isn't that pretty? Speaking of pretty, it looks like a pretty nice start to the day. Stick around, everybody. The Florida Aquarium Yule Tides. Going to tell you all about what they have in store for you when Good Day Tampa Bay continues.
Fox 13's Good Day, the best way to start your day.
Welcome back. Making headlines across America, Jay-Z is facing allegations of sexual assault.
The rapper, whose real name is Sean Carter, was named in a federal lawsuit on Sunday. The suit was initially filed against Sean Diddy Combs in October. The anonymous accuser claims she was 13 years old when she was sexually assaulted by both men at an after-party following the Video Music Awards in 2000. Jay-Z denied the allegations on X, calling them idiotic. Diddy's legal team also responded to the suit, claiming it's a publicity stunt. He's currently facing a slew of charges for sex trafficking, racketeering, and sexual assault. Jay-Z is the first celebrity to be accused of sexual assault in connection to Diddy.
A word used often during the election year is Merriam-Webster's word of the year. It's polarization. It's a noun meaning distinct division. Editors say the election played a big role in their choice, but other events like the rap feud between Kendrick Lamar and Drake also caused a lot of polarization. Other words on the list included demure, fortnight, and totality. Last year's word of the year was authentic.
Well, if you need one, you've got an excuse to stay in bed. Coming up, how much longer women need to sleep than men.
But first, 2 college bowl games in Tampa. Kelly Cowan's going to tell us why those games could be a big moneymaker for our economy, right? Good morning.
Good morning to you. Yeah, this is a coup for our area. We have 3 massive names in college football coming to town for these 2 bowl games to finish out the month. It's going to be a big 2 weeks coming up here, not only for college football fans, but for area businesses as well. I'll tell you who's playing at Ray J after the break.
You're watching Fox 13's Good Day Tampa Bay.
Good Monday morning as we touch 7:30. It's a beautiful, beautiful start to the day. Got 4 separate cameras showing us the mostly sunny conditions that we have. Most of us are sitting in the 50s here. So grab your light jackets. You'll need them for just a couple of hours. It's 56 in Bradenton, 52 in Bartow, 54 in Lakeland, 51 in Brooksville. The only spot above that is about 60 in St. Petersburg. Today will be partly cloudy with very pleasant temperatures this afternoon. Normal high for this time of year is right around that 75-degree range. We're going to bring it up a little bit to the upper 70s under partly cloudy conditions, okay?
All right, Dave, thank you. Good morning, everybody. We are starting off with a look at traffic moving along relatively well over the Selman Expressway, even though there was an accident reported here near South 50th Street. And then we'll give you a look at I-75 in both directions near Lutz. Same thing goes. There was an accident reported in this area, but looks like things are moving along fine there. Not the same could be said for I-4 heading westbound through Plant City. You had an accident near Thenodisassa Road mixed with some usual rush hour we see at this time. So you got speeds of 16 miles per hour reported there. And then expect a lot of delays on southbound Dale Mabry Highway through Tampa. There was a multi-car crash at Hamilton Avenue. The last time Sky Fox flew over it, you had 2 southbound lanes blocked. So just maybe take an alternate route if that's possible. And then we're also seeing delays in both directions along Bush Boulevard at Orange Grove Road. Russell, Laura?
All right, Regina, thank you. Well, the college football bowl schedule is set. Tampa will host 2 of those games.
Michigan against Alabama, and the Gators will play Tulane. Those 4 teams will bring a lot of fans and money to our area. And our Kelly Cowan's live at Raymond James Stadium. Big news, huh?
This really is. Michigan and Alabama, 2 of the most storied programs in college football, 2 of the biggest fan bases that travel very well, headed to our area. And then, of course, on top of that, we get the hometown Gators coming to town as well. So this is going to be huge, not only for college football fans, but also for all of our area businesses, the hotels, the restaurants, the bars, all the area hotspots. They're going to be very busy in these last 2 weeks. Now, tickets for both games, they're already on sale. You can get in for as low as $50 to the Gasparilla Bowl. And then for the ReliaQuest Bowl, tickets start at $80.
All right, Kelly Cowan live for us this morning. Kelly, thank you. And obviously those teams would love to compete for a national championship, but only 12 teams made the playoffs. The top 4 get a first-round bye. Undefeated Oregon earns the #1 seed. Then Georgia, Boise State, and Arizona State. The first-round games will feature Tennessee and Ohio State, Clemson and Texas, Indiana and Notre Dame, and SMU will play Penn State. This is the first year for the 12-team playoff schedule. Championship game will be in Atlanta, January 20th.
Health news now. Experts say a woman needs a little more sleep than a man. 10 to 13 minutes on average. But if a woman is not sleeping well, she usually requires more time than men to recover. Some factors that can block a woman from sleeping well include stress, poor diet, sleep hygiene habits, plus alcohol intake. Women also face frequent hormonal changes and a higher risk of insomnia. Experts advise consulting a medical provider if you're having consistent sleep trouble. And this may help. Heavier than usual blankets.
And some people say they reduce anxiety and help them get better sleep. Fox's Marianne Rafferty tells us if they work. All right, 7:37, and it's the end of an era. After nearly 2 years on the road, Taylor Swift's Eras Tour is over. It ended in Vancouver, Canada, just a few hours ago. Jen's here now with a record-breaking run. She cannot be stopped.
I know, it's true. 21 months. 53 cities, 149 shows, which included 3 sold-out shows at Ray J. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour is record-breaking. It is the highest-grossing music tour of all time and the first to exceed $1 billion in revenue, although Coldplay's Music of the Spheres World Tour has now also broken through that barrier. An estimated 10.1 million fans flocked to see Swift on stage, almost 3% of the entire population of the United States. And during that time, she's broken onto the Forbes richest list, stimulated local economies, provoked seismic events, and even brought new audiences to the NFL. She calls the tour the most exhausting, all-encompassing, but most joyful, most rewarding, most wonderful thing that has ever happened. So what's next for Swift? Well, as it stands, the 34-year-old has no gigs scheduled for 2025. She deserves the break. But we do expect to see her following her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, and his Kansas City Chiefs across the United States.
I guess she can have some time off.
Yeah.
She's earned it.
Yeah, you better believe it, indeed. Thank you, Jen. 7:39 for you on this lovely Monday morning. Here's a look at downtown Sarasota. It's 57 degrees. Most of us in the 50s this morning. A little bit warmer than it was yesterday, with highs today going back into the upper 70s. Laura?
All right, Dave, thank you. Plus, Disney domination at the box office. Moana 2 is adding to an already successful year for the company. They made a lot of money from movies.
And then coming up at 8, honoring wounded veterans and giving them a season of hope. The local college student playing a pivotal role in those efforts this year.
For almost 40 years, a women's organization called the Lamplighters has made it their mission to support homeless and at-risk children and families here at Metropolitan Ministries and at the Joshua House. To see how you can get involved and help out this incredible charity, log on to fox13careforce.com and share the spirit of the season.
Fox 13 Sky Fox Traffic is sponsored by Glass Doctor. Chipped or broken windshield will protect those you care about the most.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your paint. Oh, yeah!
And now, Fox 13 meteorologist Dave Osterberg with your Sky Tower radar forecast.
7:43. I'm overlooking. This is the Manatee River. Oh, I love it when it's just that calm out there, and anything that goes by just leaves little ripples in the water. Isn't that beautiful for you? 57 degrees, the air temperature. Downtown Bradenton, by the way, back here in the background on Highway 41, kind of looking south would be that way. Just getting your bearings. Here's another gorgeous camera. This is the Hudson Beach camera, where they're sitting in the mid-50s up there in Hudson for you first thing this morning. Most of us are in the 50s. Tampa 58, Lakeland 54, Wauchula 52, and 53 degrees over in the frost-proof area. Not bad. These numbers are definitely warmer than yesterday. Some 5 to 10 degrees warmer than it was early on your Sunday morning. Not that a ton of us were out and about at 7 o'clock on Sunday morning, but we're about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than we were yesterday at this time. Winds are shifting to the south, and we'll get a pretty solid south wind over the next couple of days, and that will allow the temperatures to go up a little bit. Warmest we've had so far this December. Today 78, maybe tomorrow we touch 80 degrees, believe it or not. But then a cold front that's moving through Oklahoma now, that will slide through and put an end to the warmth this week. So just as our temperatures are getting back above normal, they're going to be pushed right back down again by this next front. But today and tomorrow should be great. Our transition day will be on Wednesday. So today up to about 78 degrees, partly cloudy, looking fantastic for you. Tonight, back in the 50s for overnight lows to lower 60s. Tomorrow, great, partly cloudy skies as we go back up to close to, if not touch, that 80-degree mark for you. Then, here comes your front. So some showers rolling through, let's say Wednesday afternoon-ish time frame. We'll continue to fine-tune that. Few showers, and then behind this front, the north wind takes over. So for instance, Thursday's high temperature back to the lower 60s. So tomorrow near 80, Thursday in the lower 60s. So there's your transition. Pleasant for you today, mid to upper 70s for high. Mainly 50s with lower 60s right along the coast. So you probably need those light jackets again tomorrow morning. Won't need them tomorrow afternoon. You'll be slinging them over your shoulder with a high temperature of 80 for your Tuesday. South winds 5 to 10 knots for boaters. Seas running a foot or less with a light chop for you, and a high tide coming up just a few minutes in St. Pete at 8:03. The next 7 days you'll see one rain chance on Wednesday. Few showers roll through, and grab your winter gear, Florida winter gear for Thursday with a high of only 62. Okay.
Well, how sweet it is. A gigantic gingerbread village is on display at the JW Marriott Resort in Clearwater Beach.
And Fox 13 photojournalist Jason Wright takes us on a tour of the town made out of nothing but candy. Every year they go all out.
Pretty.
Wow. I know. All right, it's time to get over to Charlie Belcher. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning to both of you two. There's something new at the Florida Aquarium this holiday season. They're calling it Yule Tides. A little emphasis on tides, water, aquarium. Look at what they have here. It is Santa's Winter Wharf. And look down there at the end of the hallway. We got them both, Santa and Mrs. Claus. And look at the sea foam green Santa's wearing. Perfect for this occasion. Stick around, everybody. We're going to say hello to Santa and decorate some cookies with Mrs. Claus when Good Day Tampa Bay continues.
Fox 13 Sky Tower radar weather is brought to you by Spa Manufacturers, the only place for quality hot tubs and swim spas at the lowest prices. Just look for the Big Yellow Dock on Almerton Road.
Good day, Tampa Bay. Happy Monday to you. I'm Charlie Belcher coming to you from downtown Tampa. We're visiting the Florida Aquarium here for their holiday celebration they are calling Yule Tides this year. First of its kind, celebrating coastal Christmases everywhere with all sorts of fun. Andy is here, COO of our Florida Aquarium. Also, the man of the hour, the man of the month right there before he gets very busy. Santa has joined us along with his better half really over here, Mrs. Claus. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Mrs. Claus. Thank you, Santa. Stick around, everybody. FLAquarium.org and more Good Day Tampa Bay right after this.